Welcome to EGN. I'm Gerardo Estrada with Abigail Munson. Our top story tonight. In Doha, Qatar, Israel and Hamas have agreed to pause the devastating war in the Gaza Strip, mediators announced Wednesday, raising the possibility of winding down the deadliest and most destructive fighting between the bitter enemies. The three-phase ceasefire deal promises the release of dozens of hostages held by militants in Gaza and hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in Israel, and it will allow hundreds of thousands of people displaced in Gaza to return to what remains of their homes. It would also flood desperately needed humanitarian aid into the territory ravaged by 15 months of war, mediators say. The Prime Minister of Qatar, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani, said the ceasefire would go into effect on Sunday and that its success would depend on Israel and Hamas acting in good faith in order to ensure that this agreement does not collapse. He spoke in the Qatari capital of Doha, the site of weeks of painstaking negotiations. U.S. President Joe Biden touted the deal from Washington, saying the ceasefire will stay in place as long as Israel and Hamas remain at the negotiating table over a long-term truce. Biden credited months of dogged and painstaking American diplomacy for landing the deal, noting that his administration and President-elect Donald Trump's team had been speaking as one in the latest negotiations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said late Wednesday that the ceasefire agreement with Hamas is still not complete and final details are being worked out. An Israeli official familiar with the talks who spoke on condition of anonymity said those details center on confirming the list of Palestinian prisoners to be freed. Any agreement must be approved by Netanyahu's cabinet.